Hello and welcome back in our continued journey of mastering algebra and specifically working with the modulus function. And today we want to kickstart the connection between the modulus function and the inequality. The inequalities we have already worked on, so hopefully there should be some comfort with that idea or the symbol already, that what do we mean by that. And we have also looked at the basic definition of modulus or interpretation of how to look at that function. We'll just connect the two and then just keep working with the problems over and over again and master the basic process repeatedly, right? So let's start with as usual with a very simple example. I say mod of x is less than 5. What is the range of x, right? What are the values possible for x? So I can ask for the range of x. I can also say how many integers satisfy this inequality, right? So that the framing can change, but we are more interested in the very core idea. Then how does the language change? We'll be able to handle very easily, right? So mod of x is less than 5. Let me start with our basic interpretation. I can create two stories out of this. When x is positive, when x is greater than 0, you just write a simple x, right? Go back to your day 1 modulus definition and copy the inequality just the way it is. So when x is greater than 0 or in the positive realm, x has to be less than 5. Okay, not a problem here. So if I think of the number line, between 0 and 5, this region is going to work for me. I'm thinking of the positive realm only, right? So the same operation that we learned in the basics. And again, what is the other possibility? X is less than 0 or x is negative. And in that case, instead of a mod of x, I can say a minus x less than 5. Now to handle this, let me multiply by a minus 1 on both sides. So this minus 1 into minus x will convert this into an x. This 5 into a minus 1 will convert this into a minus 5. And I know from my inequalities mastery that if I am multiplying both sides by a negative number, I have to flip the inequality sign. So the sign will become so. Now again, it's just about interpretation, right? This is a story. You just have to really see it well once, maybe 5 times, and you are done with this. And x is greater than minus 5. So think of minus 5. Greater than minus 5, that means between minus 5 and 0. Is 5 allowed? No. Is minus 5 allowed? No. Is 5 allowed? No. Why? Because it said it should be less than 5. So being equal to 5 is not allowed at all. So even this much should be enough to understand that, okay, I know modulus, I know inequality, I just have to combine them together and play with it, right? So this is the absolute 0 level example. Let's build on this story. For the same example, and let me just for a little extra work add a equal to sign as well. For the very same example, now can I go for the distance interpretation? So we've already looked at how this symbol also means, if I look at just x, it means the distance of x from origin. Even a better interpretation is, think of it as x minus 0 and the symbols are the same. And something minus something basically gives you the distance between those 2 points. So something minus something gives you the distance between those 2 points, and this is also an interpretation that we have already looked at. That means thinking of the number line starting at 0, because I'm comparing it to 0, the distance of x from 0 has to be less than 5. So can I go 1 unit? Can I go 2 units? Yes. Can I go 3 units? Till where can I go? I can go up to 5, right? The distance from 0 can be anything, can be 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4.5, 4.9, but because it is not giving me an absolute value, any of these points will be absolutely okay for me. Similarly, in the other direction, because now I'm just looking at the distance as the interpretation. Now if I say distance only, distance, this is also distance, but I can also go in this direction. So any number between minus 5 and 0 and 5 and 0 will work for this inequality. In this range between minus 5 and 5, the inequality will work. In fact, because there is an equal sign here, minus 5 is also okay and 5 is also okay. right? So a quick recap, the mod also means the distance from a certain point. In this story, the distance of x from 0. So think on the number line. The distance cannot be more than 5. So you go to 5 units, it can be equal to 5. So you can go up to 5 perfectly, and you can go up to -5 also. You can include both these numbers as well, right? So the two-story approach as well as the distance approach. I'm not recommending one over the other, because in some cases this formal approach will work. In some very easy examples, or let's say at least part of the story, you can use the distance approach to get better. And later we'll develop a alternate shortcut, not a compulsory shortcut, again where we'll use the distance interpretation. So it's just a good idea to have in your pocket. Otherwise, splitting the story into two or just understanding what this means, right? I know I cannot put a 6 here. Think even more commonsensically. I know I cannot put a 8 here because it has to be less than 5. If I put an 8 here, this will come out as 8. If I put a -8 here, this will come out as 8, which is not allowed. So just play with that idea, and you will see that between -5 and 5. And how will I capture this information? X is greater than 5, greater than equal to 5, and less than equal to -5. Nothing to memorize, just the same interpretation as the previous video, modulus video on distance, just with this extra symbol thrown in. So just upping the ante a little bit, complicating the story gently, just step by step. So mod of 2x minus 1 less than equal to 6, I want to work this story out. So let's start with the standard method first, the algebraic interpretation, and then we'll go for the distance interpretation. We want to master both of them, and you will see, if you're comfortable with what we did in the basics, everything is the same except the inequality sign, right? So I'm still creating the two stories as I used to do in any modulus function, but this time I have to pay attention to what is x. Again, we have covered this idea earlier. When I write a definition like this, it doesn't mean just x, it means whatever is inside between these two bars, right? That means my checking condition will be 2x minus 1 greater than 0. Think of this whole thing as a very big capital X. So you will say, okay, capital X is greater than 0. And now what is capital X? 2x minus 1 greater than 0. Again, an important idea covered earlier, right? The beginner's error as such. When this is greater than 0, when this capital X is greater than 0, the equation can be written just the way it is. And I'll copy the inequality sign as well. This should be easy. 2x is less than equal to 7. What am I doing? If I wanted to get rid of this -1, I'm adding a +1 here, and I'm adding a +1 here. Because I'm adding, or let's say subtracting, the inequality remains the same. A quick revision of inequalities as well, right? And then x is less than equal to 3.5. 7 by 2 is 3.5. Again, I'm multiplying both sides by 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. This 2 will get cancelled and my result will be 3.5. Because I'm multiplying by a positive number, the inequality remains the same. Again, quick inequality revision. So x is, and let me work this out as well, 2x minus 1 is greater than 0. That means 2x is greater than 1, and that means x is greater than half. Capture it on your number line somewhere. This is 0, this is 0.5, half is 0.5. So you are greater than 0.5, that means on the right of 0.5, but you are less than equal to 3.5. So put 3.5 somewhere in the story. So this is the range which will make you happy. Will half also make me happy? Yes, because if I put half here, 2 into half will give me 1, 1 minus 1 will give me a 0, 0 is less than 6. So because of the equal sign, even these values are okay. I can put 3.5. 3.5 into 2 will give me 7. 7 minus 1 will give me 6. 6 is allowed, not a problem at all, right? The 0.5 would have been allowed anyway, I think. 3.5 is what you have to check for. So this is one side of the story. Repeat the game. Same thing, 2x minus 1 less than 0. You already know this will turn out like this. X is less than half. Now you're assuming the capital X to be 0. Now you're assuming that big capital X to be less than 0 or negative. That means you have to throw a minus sign, right? Mod of x is x when x is positive. Mod of x is minus x when x is negative, right? That means I have to throw a minus in the equation, minus into the whole thing, and then I can carry the rest of the inequality exactly the way it was. Now let me simplify this. Let me multiply a minus 1 on both sides. So this minus will go away and this 6 will become a minus 6. But this is again I have to pay attention to, I know this rule. If I am multiplying an inequality by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. It will change to this. From this direction it will go to that direction. It will just go in the opposite direction, right? And now I can work this out. 2x, I want to get rid of this minus 1. I'll add a plus 1. I'll add a plus 1 on both sides. So I will get a minus 5. Solve this, you will get a x is greater than equal to minus 2.5. So think of your number line, minus 2.5 greater than that. And what is your other assumption? That the value is less than half. So between 2.5 and half, again it is going to work for me. So my overall range, if I can look at it visually, that's the best way, is between 2.5 and 3.5, right? Between minus 2.5 and positive 3.5, because that 0.5 point is common to both the stories. So 0.5 does work in the story as well. So you just combine both of them. So that is one part of the story. The other part could be, I can add another layer of language and say, okay, I'm not interested in the range. How will you write the range? You will say, okay, x is greater than on the right of minus 2.5 and it is less than on the left of 3.5. So this will be your final solution. But just to make life difficult for beginners, the examiner or the question setter might say, give me the integral solutions to this inequality. How many integers satisfy this inequality? So first of all, if you are thinking of integers, 3.5 you cannot consider and minus 2.5 you cannot consider. Why? These are not integers, these are fractions. What can you consider? Minus 2.5 is not allowed, but minus 2 will be okay, minus 1 will be okay, 0 is okay. 0.5 will not be allowed, but 1 will be fine, 2 will be fine, 3 will be fine. So how many integer solutions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because 0 is also an integer, right? So how many integer solutions? The same thing as this, but in this case they were all the same thing as this, just adding an extra challenge and asking you to count how many points are in this region. This is just the region and this is manually, I'm physically on my fingers counting how many points are in the region. When it's a big region, then we'll use logic, but when it's small, I can just count it manually. Same story, mod of 2x minus 1 is less than equal to 6. And now I want to go for the distance interpretation. And my first step, because we have already looked at the idea, instead of 2x, I'll just call it an a minus 1 less than equal to 6. Ignore the inequality for a second. Look at this part of the story. We have already looked at how a minus 1 means the distance of a from 1. Any subtraction is like that, it gives you the distance between 2 points. So the distance of a from 1, and the symbol tells me that distance is okay in any direction, positive direction, negative direction, right you can go, left you can go. So the distance of a from 1 should be less than 6 or less than equal to 6. So come on the number line, your reference starting point is 1. From 1, a can be up to 6 points away. Can he be 7 points away? No. Can he be 10 points away? No, because there is a limit being put here, right? And now let me think of a, and a's distance from 1. A's distance from 1 can go up to 6, right? So from 1, go 6 units away, where will you reach? 7. Is it 6 units for sure? Can it be 5 units also, 4 units also, 3 units also, 2 units also? Because the distance I know, the distance of a from 1 is something, but I do not know a sure shot value. All I have been told is that distance is less than equal to 6. That means maximum I can go 6 units away. So I tried that out. I tried that out in this direction and I am reaching 7, right? Similarly, all I know is that the distance has to be less than 6. Is the direction mentioned? No. That means I can go 6 units in the other direction as well and I will get a minus 5. So great, now it's working for me. I can see that a has to be greater than minus 5. In fact, equal sign will also do, because if I put a minus 5 here, minus 5 and a minus 1 will give you a minus 6 and a mod will give you a 6. Equality is allowed. So greater than equal to minus 5 and less than equal to 7, right? Make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, because I've covered the idea earlier, and even right now I'm still talking about it. The distance of A from 1, and it's any equation. If I say 7 minus 3 and you say 4, think on the number line. There is 3, this is 7, the distance between them is 4. So that is the basic idea. The mod is just saying that distance can be in any direction. So the distance of A from 1 is 6 units, or start with equal, okay, it's 6 units. Now think backwards, it is saying 6 or anything less than 6 is also fine. So you could go 6 units, up to 6 units in this direction, and so on so in the other direction as well, right? So because it's still at the starting level, I'm spending a little extra time. Hopefully as we move ahead in the exercises and examples, we'll not be discussing this much. This is just in case, always just in case for the beginner, right? Now think of A. What is A? A is nothing but a 2x. And now divide everything by 2, because divide by 2 means multiply by 1 by 2. Because I'm multiplying by a positive number, my inequalities will not change at all. So this minus 5 divided by 2, this 2x divided by 2 will give me an x, and this will give me a 7 by 2. So my final answer will be x is greater than minus 2.5, greater than equal to, and less than equal to 3.5. Obviously I know the answer from earlier anyway, so this is just me connecting what we did in a simple modular scenario, especially if it's a linear equation. Thinking in terms of distances might be faster than creating those two stories, but that is only true for such a linear simple level story. If you throw in squares, quadratic equations, etc., the distance interpretation will not work. We are still learning it. In case if it's an easy question, we can do it orally. Plus the distance interpretation we use later again for a complicated scenario where the usual solution is very, very long and cumbersome. So the investment might be worth it for right now. Plus it's fun anyway to learn things from a new point of view, right? So one inequality and two ways of thinking about it: the standard method and the distance approach. And if any of these terms are uncomfortable, I'm saying distance approach. What is the distance approach? There is a video for that, or a series of videos for that. Go for that, get comfortable, and come back and revisit this topic, right? Big things are made up of small ideas.